everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be some disaster speed cleaning. My home was feeling pretty trashed and just in complete chaos, so it is in need of a good reset today. My house usually gets like this when I've got big projects going on, and I had just finished my daughter's room. If you missed that video, it went up last Sunday. I think it's one of my favorite makeovers yet, and it's got me really excited to start on the boys' rooms. I would like to have all of the kids' bedrooms done by the holidays. I'm not sure if it's going to happen, but I think I'm going to take a little break for the next month or so because I worked so hard on that room, and I kind of want to take some time to focus on getting our homeschool space reset for the new year. I want to decorate for fall and all of that fun stuff. I don't think I'm going to be decorating for fall until September like I did last year. I know a lot of people like to start in August. Some have already started. I used to do that, but I don't know. I'm gonna use August to kind of savor the last of summer, prep for the new school year, get the curriculum that we need, and then maybe around the 1st of September I'll break out the fall stuff. But let me know down in the comments when you are decorating for fall this year, if you decorate. I do want to share some fall shopping in August, so we'll probably do that, but as far as decorating, that will be in September for me. I'm feeling kind of torn about it right now. I'm ready for fall, but I also don't want summer to end. I'm over the heat, but I just feel like summer flew by too quickly and we didn't get to do as much as I wanted to do, but I am really excited for fall, and I'm planning on having a slow, cozy fall. I want to do more reading and baking and all the cozy fall stuff. You just saw me take a hair straightener to one of my ruffle pillows. I had washed it, and whenever it came out of the dryer, all of the little ruffles were all wrinkled up, so I was straightening those back out. And I figured the easiest way to do that would be with a hair straightener, and it worked like a charm. Like a lot of times when I'm feeling overwhelmed with my house and I know the whole thing needs attention, I like to start at one end and make my way through the house room by room. So I'm starting in my bedroom and my bathroom today. We've also got family coming tomorrow to have dinner together. I love hosting at my house. I just like having everybody at my house and it's all being together and eating and talking. So everybody's gonna come tomorrow. I've got to make some potato salad for that. So I've got a lot to do today, and one thing that I love to take advantage of when I've got a lot to get done is DoorDash. I'm gonna order us some dinner to be delivered later this afternoon. That way I don't have to cook. Thank you so much to DoorDash for sponsoring this portion of today's video. DoorDash has been my favorite on-demand delivery platform for a while now. I have used it for all sorts of things, from meals to medications. Every morning I woke up and I didn't have a single drop of laundry detergent in my house, and I had mounds of laundry to get done, and so I used DoorDash to have some laundry detergent delivered right to my door, and that was such a big lifesaver. As a mom, I like knowing that I've got a backup with DoorDash and I can get what I need when I need it delivered right to my door. So with DoorDash, you can do your favorite restaurants, groceries, pet supplies. There's been times before when we have been sick and the last thing I want to do is get everybody out of the house to go get some medication. So I used DoorDash to have it delivered right to my door. And especially on busy days where I'm doing loads of cleaning, I've got to clean my house from top to bottom. The last thing I want to do is cook dinner, so I will use DoorDash to have our dinner delivered. And so tonight we ordered from one of our favorite local restaurants. Got some yummy burgers and chicken tenders, and I was craving some strawberry pancakes. My favorite thing about DoorDash right now is the Dash Pass. Dash Pass is an exclusive membership from DoorDash that gets you unlimited $0 delivery fees on eligible orders and members only deals and discounts, whether it's food from your favorite restaurants, groceries from across town, or anything in between. Dash Pass is the most affordable way to get everything you need delivered right to your door, and it pays for itself in 2 orders on average. So DoorDash not only makes life easier, but also saves you money. Get more from delivery for less with Dash Pass, $0 delivery fees, and reduced service fees on eligible DoorDash orders. Sign up for Dash Pass today and get your first 30 days free if you're a new member. Subject to change, terms apply. Just use my promo code KellyS50 or scan the QR code on screen. And if you're new to Dash Pass, you can try it completely risk-free for 30 days. That's a great way to see how much time and money you'll actually save. So whether it's those emergency essentials, dinner, groceries, medications, whatever the case may be, I like knowing that I've got a backup through DoorDash. I can have everything I need delivered right to my door. Big thanks again to DoorDash for sponsoring this portion of today's video. Let's get this bathroom cleaned up. Cleaning the bathrooms is probably my least favorite chore. I think I'd rather fold laundry, and I despise that too, but it's also my least favorite to film cleaning, so we're gonna speed through this. I'm gonna go ahead and deep clean in here, scrub the toilet, the tub, wipe out the sinks, because it was not only time, but it's also super important to me that my bathrooms are spick and span anytime we have company coming over. Lately, this has been my cleaning combination for the bathrooms. I wanted cleaners that were safer to use, so I'm using the Blue Land bathroom spray. I like to use that on the sinks and counters, the tub. But lately, I've been loving these sheets by Clean Cult for the toilet. You just drop one into the toilet, it suds up very nicely, dissolves in the water, all of that. And they're also septic safe. And the 7th generation wipes I use to wipe down the outside of the toilet. And I'm still using the Sprayway glass cleaner for my mirrors. It's just my favorite glass cleaner, and I can't part with that. But everything else that I've been using in my bathroom is pretty clean and safe and non-toxic. I can link everything down below. Let me know down in the comments how your week has been. Mine has definitely been a lot calmer than it was the other week. The kids had their 6-month cleanings at the dentist, and we travel out of town for that because where we live, I've had a really hard time finding a good pediatric dentist, and I finally found one a couple of years ago out of town that we really love. They're very kid-friendly and fast. They see all 3 of the kids at the same time, and we're usually in and out pretty quickly. It takes us about an hour and a half to get there, but honestly, I don't mind at all because it's completely worth it. And it's only every 6 months that we have to go, so it's not like we have to go often. But everybody's teeth was looking great. We didn't have any cavities, but something a little fun that we got to do was visit Buc-ee's. We have been to Buc-ee's before, but it's been a long time, and I want to say it was up in North Georgia, hours away from here. But we did recently get one close to us, and so we got to stop in there. I've heard really good things about the pulled pork sandwich, so I got that, and then the kids, they all got the chicken sandwich. They really loved them. The pulled pork sandwich was really, really good. If you don't know what Buc-ee's is, it's a really big gas station, not a truck stop. They actually don't allow trucks to even stop in, but they are a giant gas station. I think they've got over 100 gas pumps, lots of food choices, drinks, coffees. They've got some really good fudge, and part of it is like a shop, so it's got like home decor and clothing. But I think the bathrooms is my favorite part because they are next level. They are so big, so clean. Even my 9-year-old, he come out of the bathroom and he's like, Mama, those bathrooms are so nice. Let me know if you've ever been to Buc-ee's and what your favorite thing is to get from there. Wash my living room rug today. I try to do this once a month, so I figured I would go ahead and do that today. It also makes my living room smell heavenly when it's been freshly washed, but I wanted to go ahead and start that so it'll have time to air dry on the porch. And I'll be sure to show you my wash combo here for it in a second. Like I said, it makes my living room smell so good. I'm gonna get the furniture off of it, give it a quick vacuum, and we'll get that in the washer. Ellie is terrified of the vacuum. She just didn't know which way to run, so I finally let her outside. She hates the vacuum, and she also doesn't like brooms. I don't know what her deal is with brooms, but she does not like them. I kind of have to wonder if she was abused before I got her. I don't know where she came from or what her life was like, but she is the sweetest dog ever. Her personality is very human-like. I've never had a dog that has been quite this human-like before. She's so good with the chickens too. I wasn't sure how she would be with them, but she's so good. Whenever they are out of their pen, they like to hang out under the porch. That's also Ellie's hangout spot, and so they just all kind of hang out together. She is completely unfazed, unbothered. Wash combo for my rug. I also like to wash my curtains with this because, like I said, it just makes my house smell so good. I'm using the Arm & Hammer detergent. This Oxy one smells good. I like to add a splash of Clorox laundry sanitizer, a little splash of Snuggle fabric softener, and then a few of these Downy light beads. These are my favorite laundry beads to use. I've been using a non-toxic detergent for our clothes. Again, just trying to lean into more cleaner, safer, non-toxic products. For our clothes, I'll use a non-toxic detergent, but I still like to use some laundry beads in our clothes. These are what I like to use because they don't have heavy perfumes, so if I'm gonna use laundry beads, these are gonna be the best option, I feel like, but they also smell the best to me as well. That's how I've been stretching my non-toxic laundry detergent. I will still use just conventional laundry detergent on like rugs, our towels, anything that we're not wearing on our body. I'll use just conventional laundry detergent, but for clothes that we're actually going to be wearing, I like to use my Blue Land. Go ahead and clean off the counter over here. I got a new espresso machine I was excited to unbox. So I've been wanting an espresso machine for a while now, but the price of them were killing me. I just could not bring myself to spend that much on one. But I saw that Drewberry Moore has one through her Beautiful line, and the price was reasonable. So I did get one as a little treat to myself after finishing Ray's room. I started to wait until Christmas and just gift myself one then, but I want to be able to enjoy a cozy cup of espresso through fall too. So I decided just to go ahead and get one. I like that it uses coffee grounds, so there's no pod, which I was trying to get away from anyways. My first couple of times making the espresso, I wasn't sure if I really like the machine, but now that I've had time to use it and figure things out, I really do love it. The only thing that I don't like is how loud it is. It sounds like it's gonna take off. It almost sounds like an old refrigerator, if you know what that sounds like. So you're not gonna very quietly make your coffee in the mornings. You might wake the house, but I do love it, and you can also get this in tons of other colors. One of the colors, I can't remember which one. I want to say it was the purplish one. It was a lot cheaper, but because I'm leaving this out on my counter full time, I just got white, something neutral and clean. I'm still going to hang on to my other coffee maker for when I have company that wants coffee, or I want a cup of coffee myself. As you can see, I was playing with the decor on this counter again, but there's just not many ways to change it up other than the way that I have it. I was kind of wanting to just refresh things since I had my new espresso machine. I was trying the ladder again to maybe hide the cords, but with the height of this outlet, it's taller than the ladder, so the ladder doesn't hide much. And the cords kind of push the ladder forward and it just doesn't look right. So I swapped it out with a cutting board to hide the cords, and I put the ladder back where I had it. And I did grab my little pumpkin creamer from my cabinet in the dining room. I forgot to put that away last year with my fall decor. It's white, it blends in with all of my other pieces that are in that cabinet, so it's been sitting there the whole time. I thought I'd go ahead and sit it out here by my new espresso machine to hold my stir sticks. Since it's not super loud fall, I felt that it was appropriate to go ahead and sit out. I still have all of my summer decor up. I've even got my little American flags up. Kind of wanted to leave that up through the month of July and not just take it down right after the 4th of July. So I've still got all of that up, but pretty soon, like I said, September, we're going to be decorating for fall. Moving into my dining room, so it is Hot Mess Express in here. All of this is stuff that I pulled from what's now Ray's bedroom. This is all stuff that the boys want to keep. That desk is going to be going in Kai's room once I get to redo his room. But for now, there's just really nowhere to put that desk. He doesn't even have room in his room because we've got to declutter in there. There's some furniture in there that's got to go. So before we can even put that desk in there, we've got to declutter. So for the time being, I'm taking all of this stuff and setting it here in this little foyer area right here by their bedrooms. And that's where it's going to have to stay until we can do something different. But for now, I really just want everything out of my dining room because, like I said, we have family coming tomorrow. We're going to be eating. We're pretty much going to be hanging out in the dining room and the kitchen area. So I want to declutter this space. There's a lot of video games and consoles that the boys wanted to keep as well. Corey loved his video games. He had every console you can imagine. Even the older ones. That was a collection that their dad had, and he was very passionate about it. So the boys are going to be hanging on to all of that. It was really hard to sit down and go through that room, going through everything piece by piece. There was so many memories in there, but we got it gone through and we picked the stuff that mattered most to us, stuff that I knew Corey would want us to keep as well. He had loads of military uniforms. He was buried in his dress blues, so those are with him, but the boys got to keep a set each of all of his other uniforms because he had several different kinds for different occasions, and so they're going to be keeping one each of those. And I chose to keep his boots, the boots that he wore while he was in the military, and I just keep those next to the picture that's in my bedroom. But yeah, it was a lot of work to go through that bedroom. He was quite a collector. He had so much stuff. And, you know, we obviously couldn't keep everything, but we just picked what mattered most. I, of course, kept all of the pictures. I have boxes of those. I've got a lot of stuff that I've got to sort through still. I don't know if you guys caught it at the beginning of the video, but the foot bench at the foot of my bed was covered in stuff. And that's just stuff that I pulled from that bedroom that I've got to sit down and go through and organize and figure out how I want to store it all away. today's video is going to be a kitchen reset. I am way overdue for one of those. I need to organize my pantry. It's complete chaos again. I want to clean out my fridge and freezer, get those organized, and just get all of my groceries restocked. So I'm going to be going to Sam's and Aldi and getting the groceries that we need, restocking everything. Usually we'll get our weekly groceries from Walmart, but I'm going to be going to Sam's to get some things to stock up, and Aldi is also right there. So I usually like to stop at both if I'm in that area and just go ahead and get everything we need at once. I especially like to get the organic ground beef from Aldi. They have the best price. It even beats Sam's prices. So I'm definitely going to be getting some of that. Quite a few things that I need from Sam's as well. I specifically like to go for the trash bags, the toilet paper, and the paper towels. They always have the best prices on those, and they always last such a long time. But I'll be taking you guys shopping with me and kind of showing you a little bit of footage in the store, and then when we get home we'll do a haul. And I do also plan to share a back to school prep video. So we homeschool year round, but once a year I do like to reset everything, restock, get any new curriculum that we need for the year. So I've got to do that coming up. I've got to get things ordered, and so when everything comes in, I'll be planning a back to school homeschool edition prep video. Just getting some tea made really quick. Our DoorDash was going to be here pretty soon, and we did not have the first thing to drink, so I'm gonna make up some tea. I have switched us to decaf tea, and I can't tell the difference. The kids obviously can't tell the difference either because they have not said anything, but I know that sweet tea is not like the healthiest thing, but at least making it decaf is somewhat better, right? So we are on decaf sweet tea now. I do want to change out the plastic pitcher that I keep the tea in, just because I know that plastic is not the best option, but I have yet to find a glass pitcher that has a handle on it that we can take in and out of the fridge. All of the glass ones that I'm finding, you have to keep in the fridge. It's like the spout kind that you have to turn on and off, and I'm not really crazy about those. All the ones that I've ever had, they end up leaking around the spout and making a huge mess. So I don't know, if you have some kind of pitcher that's not plastic, please let me know in the comments down below. I did recently also switch some of the kids' plates. They had some plastic compartment plates, which they had outgrown anyways, so I donated those, and I ordered some wheat straw plates off Amazon. They're a little bit bigger and they don't have the compartments, but when I was researching plastic alternatives, I found that wheat straw was going to be the best option, because I know the melamine you can't put in the microwave, and the wheat straw ones you can put in the microwave, and you can also put hot food on them. And just making those small little baby steps and making small little changes like that at a time. I know some of y'all were asking about those plates, so I will have those linked down below in the description box. Flag that's up on the mantle is Corey's dad. So we've got Corey's flag in my living room on the entryway table, and then that flag came out of that bedroom that we cleaned out. His dad passed away back when Kai, I think he wasn't too old. He was about 4 or 5 months old when Corey's dad passed away. So that's his flag, and that was in that room. So I'm not sure if I'm going to leave it there or put it somewhere else, but that's going to go to the boys as well. I did Ray's room, I did have a good practice run on doing baseboards, and I'm feeling pretty confident in it now. It was really easy to do, so I'm looking forward to doing the rest of the house now. I think it's going to be really easy. Hopefully I can get it done pretty quickly. I'm going to be doing all of the kids' bedrooms first. Just as I do them, I'll go ahead and put baseboards down. I'll get to the rest of the house, but after I finish the kids' bedrooms, and I'm not sure if this is going to happen before the holidays, it's probably going to be after, just because by the time I finish their bedrooms, it's going to be holiday madness. The next project is going to be my kitchen. I have some really big plans in here. I'm not going to share them just yet. I want to just focus on the kids' bedrooms, but I've got a pretty good idea of some things that I want to do in here, and I can't wait to start on that. Almost forgot to wipe down my appliances, and they were looking pretty rough, so I'm gonna wipe those down, go ahead and light a candle. It's always the best feeling when your kitchen is freshly cleaned, everything's put away. I love to light a candle and enjoy it for the whole 5 minutes that it's gonna last. But I was running pretty low on steam at this point. I was so tired, but I really wanted to push through and get all of the cleaning done. So I had the kids cleaning their bedrooms, so I don't have to worry about those. I did change Kane's sheets. I just did that off camera. Ray just had hers changed when we did her room, and Kai, he does his own sheet. I still need to clean their bathroom as well. My rug is also ready to come inside. With how hot it's been in Georgia lately, it doesn't take long at all for the rug to dry. So maybe like an hour or two, and it's completely dry. So I'm gonna get that back inside and get my living room put back together. I'm really glad that I washed the rug when I did, because it was also getting ready to storm. It was looking pretty dark outside and the thunder was starting to roll, so it was about to downpour. We have been getting a lot of those summer evening thunderstorms lately. It's been raining almost every day too, which has been really good for my garden. It's got my garden really booming. We've been getting tons of cucumbers every week, and our watermelon is also looking really good. We've got 5, well actually 4 now. I did have 5, but either the rooster or the turtle that lives in the yard, one of them scratched up the watermelon, and I think the scratches is what caused the watermelon to split, because when I saw the scratches, I was just going to leave the watermelon sitting there because it wasn't ripe. It wasn't ready to pick yet. So I was going to leave it sitting there hoping that it would kind of heal itself. But a few days later, I went out and it was split right down the center. So we're down to 4 watermelons, and I don't think they're quite ready to pick yet. They say when they get that big yellow spot on the bottom, that's when they're ready, and they do have yellow spots, but they're not very big yet. So I'm just going to leave those sitting for a little bit longer, and hopefully we will be able to pick those soon and enjoy those. My kids love watermelon. I love watermelon. Actually, one of my favorite childhood memories. Me and my Nana on my dad's side, she was a big watermelon fan too. And so her and we would always split a big watermelon. She would have one half and I would have the other, and we would sit at the kitchen table just eating our watermelon, and we would devour every single bit of it. So yeah, that's what I think about every time I eat watermelon. I think about those times. Please tell me why I am finding Nerf bullets in my house consistently, and I don't even allow Nerf guns in my house, but I find Nerf bullets all the time. Every time I clean, I find at least a good handful of them, and I don't know where they come from. Never see the boys shooting the Nerf guns in the house because, like I said, I don't allow them in the house. That's an outside toy. but for some reason I find Nerf bullets all the time. Task, and that is getting the kids' bathroom cleaned up. I almost put this off until the next morning, but I decided to push through. I was like, it's one more thing, it will only take me 5 minutes and I will thank myself in the morning. I actually still needed to make potato salad too, and I had already put that off tonight. I was way too tired to make it, so I'm gonna have to do that in the morning. And so I decided to go ahead and just clean the bathroom, get that done. And like I said, the kids were cleaning their bedrooms and getting everything picked up in there. And I did change Kane's bed sheets off camera. I cannot wait to get in there and do his room next. I have a really cute theme picked out. He is into dinosaurs, but he's also into gaming. So I think I'm gonna try to like mesh the two, but he's also getting older, so I don't want the dinosaurs to look too childish. I kind of want to do like some realistic looking stuff, you know, like a mature little boy's room. He is 9, he will be 10 in February, so I kind of want it to be a little more on the mature preteen side, but still a little bit on the little boy side. So I think I'm gonna take gaming and dinosaurs and kind of mesh the two together. I'm thinking I'm gonna be painting his walls a darker color with the brown accents, and I think it's gonna be super cute. And kind of the same idea for Kai, but he's not really into dinosaurs anymore. He does love gaming and he does love his Gundams, so I would like for him to have some kind of storage for all of his little Gundams that he likes to collect, all of his models. And I would like to do some kind of textured wall in his room, like maybe some board and batten that goes from floor to ceiling. I've been thinking about that. But I am in Ray's bedroom now getting some laundry put away. We had not yet gotten all of her clothes from the other bedroom, so that's what I was doing, and I was trying to organize her laundry that needed to be folded. I was trying to get everything put into the drawer organizers, but little did I know these organizers do not fit in these drawers, so we ended up having to take all of the clothes out of these organizers and just set them in the drawers. But hopefully soon I can find some organizers that will work for her drawers. So I was getting her started on that, and I kind of just let her finish. But that is going to be all for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me today, and I really hope that you got some motivation out of today's video. Remember to leave a butterfly down in the comments before you go, and I'll see you in the next one.